Hello YouTube, it's William here with Gopernopper's Trains, and today I have a new type of video for you. This is going to be what I'm calling my Locomotive Spotlight. I'll be doing one of these every once in a while. These are for locomotives that I really want to do like full-length, in-depth reviews, but I just don't have the time. So, our first Locomotive Spotlight is going to be on the Rivarossi Baltimore and Ohio Big 6 210-2 steam locomotive. This one is the classic AHM original. 6202 is the cab number. This one is a slightly less common model when it comes to Rivarossis. Not as common as the Hudson or like their 060s or anything like that. A bit harder to find and a bit pricier when you do. This one has the standard Rivarossi cab-mounted motor that you see on most models and has a drive that kind of takes a page out of the Berkshire's book. It has the horizontal drive shaft which gets transmitted downward to vertical. You can see the drive shaft right in the center there. If I can get the camera to focus on that, that would be really nice. Unfortunately, kind of difficult to see, but it's there. Now, I want to just get into my own personal thoughts on the engine. I think that for Rivarossi, detail is pretty standard. It's mostly bare. There's a lot of good cast-in detail on the unit, but like I said, detail isn't really much of an issue for me. It never is. My philosophy is that if the detail isn't visible when the unit is in motion, it's not that big a deal. Of course, I do have two BLI locomotives, but that's a different story. So, this one has some decent pulling power, not as strong as some of their engines, but it'll haul a fairly heavy consist, I would say. Like, I could add, like, maybe another, 3-4 of these Wilson's cars, but for now, I just have this short consist on the tracks. Now, excuse me. There is a traction tire on one of the drivers on the engine. I don't remember exactly which, and I can't see from here, so I'm not even going to bother trying. Overall, I really like the engine because it's kind of a difficult prototype to find models for. I mean, you just don't see models of Baltimore and Ohio Big 6s anywhere. I haven't seen one outside of Brass and Rivarossi. If anybody knows of a manufacturer that does make these, aside from Rivarossi or Brass, let me know. I'd be interested to hear about them. Now, I'd just like to give a little disclaimer. Mine, I picked up for $25 in pretty rough shape. It was very, very dirty, and the drive was absolutely horrendous. So now, of course, I did my usual OCD, clean the thing up, and it runs pretty well now, but occasionally it does take a push to get it going. So when I start the engine up, this is not a representation of the most fantastic version of this model. This is just running the unit. One last thing I'd like to talk about is the noise. This one is a bit noisier than most Rivarossi models. As a matter of fact, it has almost the exact same drive as the Berkshire, as I've already said. The Berkshire is a million times quieter than this thing. This one, you just get a lot of gear noise. I don't know why. I gave them both the same treatment. This one's just noisier. I've noticed the same thing with my Y6B. Other than that, the model runs great. So let's go ahead and roll it out. See, there we go. We don't need a push. Just a light tap, and it gets going. So now, one of the interesting things about this unit is that the small drive wheels give it an interesting look when it's in motion. The valve gear on this particular unit is very well done, very nicely regulated, and it looks great. Now I'm going to go ahead and set it to full speed to give you an idea of what that looks like. This is top speed on the model. The thing that I like is that the small drive wheels, while moving rapidly, they give the locomotive a great prototypical look at top speed. Took it down a notch there. Now the thing is, this model's slow speed, again, due to those small drivers, is a little bit lacking. It just kind of stops. Now, of course, there are some copies of this particular unit that have much better slow speed, but that's just the way mine is. So, I think that if you can run straight DC, don't plan it on doing a DCC install or anything, and just want one of these, absolutely pick one up because it's a great model. I absolutely love mine, and you will too. So, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.